I'm Chris Stutchko, co-host of the Ninth Grade Experience podcast, a part of the Education Podcast Network, just like the show you're listening to now. Shows on the network are individually owned, and opinions expressed may not reflect others. Find other interesting education podcasts at edupodcastnetwork.com.
Thanks for listening to the Tech Tools for Teachers podcast, where each week we talk about a free piece or two of technology that you can use in your classroom. I'm your host, Shannon Martin. I'm a middle school teacher, technology and instructional coach from my district.
And I'm her producer and husband, Fuzz Martin. And when I heard we were going to be talking about emojis, I was like, OMG.
Oh, man.
Points. Hello.
We're here. We are at the end of 2023. Thanks.
Yeah,
we'll pretend like you just pushed a button and played that.
Yeah, that was totally my sound machine and not me humming poorly.
So we're at episode 169, and it is the last one of 2023.
Yes.
Because then we will start again in the new year after our little break that we usually take here through the holidays. So I decided that this week
we're going to talk about super important things, just like all of you are in your classrooms this week.
Because it's the week before break, and I mean, in my classroom, honestly, we are cranking out a project. The kids are going to be doing presentations because we're wrapping things up when we come back. There's 2 weeks, and then it's going to be finals, like that kind of thing. It's end of semester. So we are having some fun this week on the podcast because we all could use a little entertainment.
Yeah.
Because by Friday, anybody else who's teaching a full day on Friday is going to be Friday.
You're going to be fried out.
So we have two very important sites to talk about this week.
Yes.
As you mentioned,
Mrs. Martin, tell us what we're going to be talking about today in class.
You mentioned, we're talking about emojis, folks. We are talking about emojis.
OMG.
And if you haven't played around with this before, it's so much fun. It kind of goes back with our last week how we did our Adobe, our Firefly, and we were doing fun picture creations, and I was like, oh wait, we need to create more pictures this week. So this week we are talking about Emoji Kitchen.
Emoji Kitchen?
Emoji Kitchen. So it's EMOJIKITCHEN.DEV.
Nice.
And it's Emoji Kitchen. So you take one emoji from column left side and one emoji from the column on the right side, and you click, and then it makes you either one, or if you just click one on the left-hand side, it gives you 4,000 different variations of it. So I'm going to, my favorite so far that I have created in the last 5 minutes is, I think, either the pineapple Christmas tree, which is a Christmas tree that's pineapples all over it, or the unicorn that's got an orange squash through its horn and it's throwing orange juice everywhere. I am going to choose the rose.
Okay.
And the gas pump. And I just made a gas pump with a rose on it. It looks like it's the Rose gas station. Some are better than others, I'll tell you that. If you pick the rose and the birthday cake, it makes an emoji face on the rose that's then eating. The face is on the cake eating a rose.
Yeah.
On the birthday cake.
Yeah. No,
or the rose and the avocado. Anyway.
It's pretty amazing.
It's fun. And so if you need a little lighthearted entertainment with your kids, you could have them take Emoji Kitchen and put together codes for each other to break. So once you make the emoji that you've created from your two different mashups, you click the little copy button. There's a little copy button below it. Yep. And then you can copy and paste it anywhere. So you can put it in a Google Doc or emails or whatever. But you can either have students tell stories with emojis and see if they can figure out the story. Or you could have them send little messages to each other and see if they can figure it out with their emoji mashups. Or they could create kind of like a mixture of a story emoji kind of deal And they're really fun to play around with, and it's not hard. You like click one button and click another. So I clicked a magic wand and a pretzel.
And there's
And now-
probably a trillion combinations that you can make.
Yeah, and now I have a little squish-faced emoji
I hope the
holding
math
eating a
teachers-
pretzel.
I hope the math teachers aren't like, well, technically there's not a trillion because
There's not a trillion.
no.
But you can pick fun faces eating a burrito, and now it's a happy burrito. Like, there's so many fun things. You can pick a loaf of bread and then give it cheese, and now it makes you a cheese sandwich.
Oh,
It's really fun.
yeah, that's pretty cool.
You pick a donut, which is my favorite food on the planet, and a juice box, and now you got donut juice.
Nice.
Yes.
Donut juice, donut juice, donut juice.
Or,
that was a Beetlejuice reference for the record.
thank you for sharing.
I have a skull with a cheeseburger on top of its head.
I picked a donut and a basketball, and it made a basketball hoop with a donut flying into it.
I now have a cheeseburger parachuting. Can you tell I'm hungry? It's right. We're recording this right before dinner. The other fun thing is you can just click on the little die that is there. Dice.
Die.
Is die singular or is dice singular? Die. We'll say die.
Die.
You can click on the die and it'll roll it and it'll give you different combinations. It's the little either purple or blue circle down on the bottom right of your emoji. You see that in there? You click that and it'll randomize different emojis for you. Isn't that fun?
Awesome.
Yeah.
It's so much fun.
And if you are into coding, you can.
It's red.
It's red.
It's like a reddish orange color on my screen.
Oh, here, I'll show you mine.
They're different colors on different screens.
They're different colors on different screens. What color is mine?
Blue.
Blue. I thought it was purple. Yeah, you
Close
learn
enough.
something new every day when you're colorblind.
Yeah.
Oh, look, it gave me an angry snowman.
I got a scary looking clown.
So that's pretty cool. And you
It's
can,
fun. It's just, it's really like we've sat here, 5 minutes now. I picked the explosion head and a cake, and now it's a exploding cake with a head on top.
Nice.
Yeah.
Kudos to Xavier Salazar, who is the software engineer behind Emoji Kitchen.
Yeah.
Well done.
It's just fun.
Well
and
done.
you can think of all kinds of different ways to use this in the classroom for something light and easy and just a little break. And the kids will sit here, I'm sure, forever, creating all of the different types of parties and smiley faces and clowns and crowns and happy birthday smiley, all kinds of stuff. And there's a little trap and oh my gosh, there's just so many things. So it's really fun. So try Emoji Kitchen. Just a little something light, little fun here in the week before break.
Yes.
So yes. So Emoji Kitchen is our first site this week. And our
again,
second
super intellectual.
Sometimes this like sparks creativity though. We always talk about like this kind of stuff. And I know like we do serious things too sometimes.
I'm telling you though, like if you give kids the ability to customize their emojis to what they want and how to express themselves this way, it's kind of a fun way to maybe if you're in the morning and you're talking about how are you feeling today and have the students pick one and then another, a good way to do a little icebreaker or
absolutely. Or just like knowing how your kids are feeling this day and have them send you like the emoji in a Google form. Because you can drop images into a Google form like, how are you feeling today? You get a really quick read.
Yep.
If your kid feels like a face on a fried egg in a pan or if they're sad.
Yeah.
So,
Exactly.
another great way to use it. So, along with Emoji Kitchen, I was also creating other things because if you'll notice on, I can't think of where I put it, Instagram and Facebook, I put like brick yourself. So, like Lego has a like you can little brick yourself, and I posted mine, but you only get one for free.
Right.
And it's super cute and it's fun, but also you got to pay. So, there's another version, folks, because these are fun and entertaining. Anybody who's familiar with FunkoPop, little creatures or people, they have the little statues and they have, erase. They put them in everything, erasers, whatever.
But
So little
like
FunkoPop, the big head people that are cute. Well, folks, don't you worry. FunkoPop has a build your own FunkoPop
called Pop Yourself.
It's called Pop Yourself. And you get to build your own custom like Pop Yourself. And you can buy it, but you can just download the image of yourself.
Yep.
So like I will share mine on my website and on like Twitter and stuff. But you can Funko Pop yourself. And you don't like kids don't have to sign up because I was concerned like, oh, do I have to log in and have an account? You don't. So kids can just create themselves a little Funko Pop character, download it, and then they can use it places. Or again, if they're creating even, I was thinking like little name cards or just little fun things. So Funko, funko.com/build, BUILD, -your -custom.pop. Just type in FunkoPop or pop yourself and you will find it. And it is, you like choose your body, choose your skin color. Next, you have your little person in their little undies. Then pick your lashes. You want lashes, no lashes. Great. Then you go pick your style of hair. They have long hair, they have short hair, and they have hats, and they have various forms. And once you pick it, they also have lots of color choices. It'll tell you with each hairstyle how many color choices there are. So some have 1 or 2 colors, and some of them have 8, at least up to 8 colors of hair. So you can have a super cool person with some lavender, some blue hair. You can have all kinds of cute hairstyles. It's amazing. Once you pick that, you just click next. Then you can choose if you want glasses, and they do also have custom colors for glasses. Then you can choose if you want a beard if you want to, or any sort of facial hair. Then you can go next from there. And then they have tops, and then they have outfits. Because I was confused at first. I was like, I need pants for my shirt. And then I realized there's outfits.
Yeah, they grow after that, yeah.
And then I was like, why is she like have a shirt on and holding flowers and still has shorts on? And then I realized because pants come next, folks. So you can pick like your outfit or your shirt.
I always do pants first whenever I'm getting dressed. So, you'd think that maybe.
I don't know.
I don't know if that's the same for everybody. That's for another
that's another
podcast.
Another day. So you can choose your shirt and then you click next, and then they have all their different bottoms that you can pick from, and those also come in various colors. So you can pick your color of your bottoms, and they even have, some of them have shoes built in too, so you can pick your color of like your jeans and your tennis shoes and whatever. So then you pick that, and then I was most excited to see that you get to pick up to 2 accessories. So if you want your person to be a superhero, they can have a cape. They can carry like a nutcracker if you want to be holiday-ish. They can carry a video game controller. They can carry a cup of coffee. They have cupcakes. They can carry a cell phone. They have popcorn and food. Anyway, you can go through the list yourself. But there's so many cute little things. They carry a cheeseburger. And the whole time, you can 360 view your FunkoPop little person. So you can twirl them around and see what they look like while they're holding their little cheeseburger. And then you can go next, and then you get accessory number 2. So you can have like a cheeseburger and an ice cream cone, which is amazing, or a little miniature Funko Pop person. And then you click next, and then they have buddies. But when you look at the buddies thing, it's like you technically get 2, but they don't show up in your image. So just so you know, the buddies is actually if you're going to buy them. And then once you have your cute little character made, you can name it. And once you've named it, it looks like it's in a Funko Pop box, a little 3D view of a Funko Pop box, which I think is clever.
Mm-hmm.
And then once you have that all set up, you can choose to see it regular as well. And then you go to next. And then you can choose your little character and just see them as themselves, or you can see them in the box. And then you have the option to download. So if you want to save it as an avatar, then you have to create an account. If you want to share it with others, you have to do that too. But if you just click download, it says just a moment while it's twirling. And then boom. Oh my gosh, yours is so cute. And it's holding a microphone.
It's a pair of headphones.
Oh, is it?
And a cell phone, just because.
I couldn't see it. You turned back.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry.
Too quickly. But they're so cute. And then once you download them, you can use them wherever you want to. So if your students want to, my kids in their Gmail accounts have their little image, so they can make their little Funko Pop person, or they could add it to a Google Doc as a watermark, or their presentations, or their little Christmas cards, or their little holiday winter things, or their stories they're writing. You could use your character once you create it. Kind of anything.
What was that one tool that you had where you upload an image and you can make it talk?
I would say I use Vocaroo now for talking, but it was Blabberize.
Yeah, Blabberize. Yeah, maybe you could use Blabberize to
get the mouth to move. You'd have to give the Funko Pop character a mouth.
Yeah, so what with mine, because I have a beard, so you can see where the mouth goes, so it kind of work that way. But
that's
you
super
can
cute.
Work that out. One thing, so they do when you're making the box and giving it a name, they will protect it from kids using bad names, because I tried to type in fuzz and it didn't like that it started with an FU.
Okay.
So it said invalid name, so I used fizz instead.
All right.
And so it also will keep the kids honest.
Nice.
Yeah.
And it's just really cute. So it's a fun way just to create little characters, and you can create more than one. So like this is, I don't know, like the third one I've made today, I think. And you can just download them, and then you have them, and you just click restart. And then are you sure you'll lose it? So like you have to download, otherwise it's gone because we're not creating accounts. But once you do, like, are you sure yep, I'm ready to go. And then you can create another one and then download another one. And it's just kind of a fun way to make these cute little characters, and it's free and easy to create and fun. And then I have my one I just made now is holding a little FunkoPop character and a cheeseburger, and she's got cute little glasses on and blonde hair, and it's a fun thing to do. So along with our little Emojipedia, our emoji kitchen cooking, and our FunkoPop yourself, we've got just fun things to play around with here in this last week. Or even if you find yourself busy this time and you want to build it in for January when it's blustery and cold outside, I guess, depending on where you are. These are just really fun sites to play around with. And if you pop yourself and create one, I'd love to see them, because I think we'll post both of ours because they turned out really cute.
Yes,
and
agreed.
You have a lot of options to make them look like you were customize them as you see fit. So I think it's really fun.
Yeah, and add your favorite emoji kitchen emoji in there as well when you're replying.
There you go.
TD. TD.
Amazing.
By the way, when I upload the transcriptions for the show, whenever you say TD, the things that otter.ai thinks that you're saying amaze me. I should start a separate threads channel just for that. So.
That's wonderful. So that's everything for 2023.
Wow, we made it.
And we will be back again in early January, starting again and continuing the season, but starting our 2024 chats, which is so awesome. So I hope everyone, if you have break coming up, that you're able to enjoy your break a bit and find some downtime, and also play around with some technology as well, because these are going to be some fun sites to play around with.
Agreed.
So thanks for tuning in. This has been the Tech Tools for Teachers podcast. If you ever have any questions, you can find me on the app formerly known as Twitter, SmartinWI, or on Threads. And if you want to get more information on the links to the technology discussed in this episode, visit smartinwi.com. If you'd like to support the show, please consider buying me a coffee or two. Visit buymeacoffee.com/smartinwi, or visit smartinwi.com and click on that cute little purple coffee cup. Your donations help keep this show going. New episodes each week in the new year. Thanks for listening. Go educate and innovate.
The ideas and opinions expressed on this podcast and the Smart NWI website are those of the author, Shanna Martin, and not of her employer. Prior to using any of the technologies discussed on this podcast, please consult with your employer regulations. This podcast offers no guarantee that these tools will work for you as described, but we sure hope they do. And we'll talk to you next year, right here on the Tech Tools for Teachers podcast.